Welcome to day 44. We're reading from Exodus 39 through 40, Matthew 27:45 through 66, and Psalm 21, 1 through 7. For the king trusts in the Lord. Through the unfailing love of the Most High, he will not be shaken. These are King David's words in today's psalm. He will not be shaken. David is talking about himself in the third person, affirming that because of his trust in God and God's unfailing love, he will not be shaken. He says almost the same thing in Psalm 16 when he says, I will not be shaken. I will not be shaken. To me, that's what faith is all about. That's true trust in God. No matter what's going on in the world around us, what's weighing on us personally, what hardships we're facing with family or work, or a million other things that cause us to worry and disruption in our lives, our trust in God allows us to say, I will not be shaken. I've had some pretty tough times in my life. The whole COVID-19 era was tough. Long stretches at home, isolated from loved ones, toilet paper and cold medicine hard to get, mask on, and hugs and handshaking pretty much gone. It was a chaotic, unprecedented time. And in March of 2020, right when COVID became real for all of us, right, I was newly diagnosed with cancer and about to begin chemotherapy, which all of a sudden became a really solitary thing. Plus, I worked in senior living, an industry that was deeply impacted by the pandemic in both operations and in the quality of life that we were able to provide for our residents. If ever there was a time to be shaken, that was it. Yet knowing that I have a loving and merciful God who I trust with beyond a shadow of a doubt, I could and still can honestly say I will not be shaken. On the other hand, even the best of us are shaken sometimes, right? Even Jesus, hanging on the cross in the midst of a horrible death that he knew was part of God's plan, Jesus still cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Jesus knew God's love more than anyone ever could. Yet he had a moment when he was shaken, when he felt forsaken. And given that, I think it's okay for you and I to be shaken once in a while. It's okay to doubt and to question and to feel forsaken. We are human after all, and we will have our moments of despair. But even in those moments, if we can just hang on to the knowledge that God has a plan, God always has a plan and is in control, and God loves us more than we can imagine, then we can also know that no matter what we're going through, still, like King David, we can rejoice in the strength of the Lord, trust in God's unfailing love, and declare, I will not be shaken. Let it be, dear Lord. Let it be.